All right, hello, and welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Spice. It's so great to have you here on this video right now. If you're new to me or my channel is all about helping you to step into your greatest destiny in the areas of health, wealth, and of course, most importantly, true love. Now, tonight's reading is going to be a specific message for you from your guides and angels and from God, Source, Yahweh, the universe, whatever it is you refer to the energy of all that is within each and every single one of us watching and performing this video tonight. In this way, me as the channeler, that's how I connect to you through God's energy, because God connects all of you through to me. And so that's what I'm channeling for, from and for. If you're wondering why I'm channeling and where I'm channeling from, it's from what I call source, and I just call it God's energy. Okay, it is the consciousness of source is the masculine essence of God, whereas the feminine part of source or God is the embodiment. So the physical body, the physical expression, that's the feminine part of God. So when I'm channeling source, I'm channeling God, and I refer to it as a him. It's because I'm channeling the consciousness, the spirit of God. Okay, which is masculine energy, and that's how I perceive it as well. So without further ado, what does God and your angels and guides want you to know right now when it comes to your life and your health, wealth, and love situation in this moment, in time for the highest possible good and through unconditional love and light? Amen. Right now in your situation, there is a stillness inside of your soul. There's a deep stillness. There's a silence, and there's almost a nothingness that you may be experiencing. Maybe you're experiencing it in your love situation right now, your partnership, your destined partnership, or maybe you're just alone, generally speaking, right now. You don't have anyone at all, and you're just alone, and you're isolated. Right? God showed me the Hermit card from the Tarot, if you're familiar with that. It's the Hermit card is someone in isolation, finding their own way, where there's a stillness because there's meant to be a stillness or a nothingness because the person's meant to be finding from within. Okay, not from without, not from any external source of information. That's what God is showing me right now is currently happening for you. And what he's saying to me right now, if you came across this video, is your life is on pause. It's on pause. Everything's on pause. Everything's on hold. And there's a sense that you're meant to be waiting. And you're not necessarily sure what you're meant to be waiting for. You just know that you're meant to be waiting for something, maybe something to come to you, something to arrive for you, something to be here with you, okay, at your doorstep. And there's this feeling of imminence, imminence, that the feeling of like something's about to arrive, something's about to come for you. That's just for you, that no one else could ever possibly have or unwrap. Okay, and those are the words that guys use is unwrap. I love how we just passed Christmas time. Unwrap, unravel or unwrap. But you. Okay. And God is saying, if you are resonating with that and you're feeling that in your own soul, in your own voice, in your own humanity right now, that is a sign. And it's not just a sign, but it's a gift. And the gift is that you've been chosen. Okay, you've been chosen to be one of the ones that God has decided is going to receive all of his blessings when it comes to love and romance and romantic affairs, specifically in this lifetime. Okay. You, if you're watching this, have been blessed, like great tidings of blessings have been bestowed upon you in your heart of hearts, in your soul. If you're watching this particular video and you stay to this point in time, to be blessed with that, a greatness when it comes to that experience in your life in this lifetime. Okay. And that gift you've been given, that gift that's been bestowed upon you in this lifetime, has not been given to anyone else in the way that it's meant to be given to you. Okay? Has not been given to anyone else in the way that it's meant to be given to you. I.e., you are the only one who can receive such a tremendous blessing in this lifetime that no one else around you has any idea of or any even perception of that exists. What you're meant to receive. They don't even have, anyone else around you, they don't even have they can't have a perception. They cannot have a perception. It is impossible for others around you to have a perception, even an inkling of what you are meant to receive. That is how great your love and your romantic affairs in this lifetime are meant to be. Okay? That is the depth of greatness, okay, that they have for you and within this world, and the magnitude of the energy within themselves, within itself, okay, that you're meant to receive. Okay. Some of you are like, what does he mean by romantic affairs? Am I to be cheating on my wife or husband? No. When God's saying that through me, my God's angels saying that, what they mean is the activities that you're meant to have when it comes to love specifically as a human being, okay, is what they mean. Your romantic affairs, right? The things that you get to do, be, and experience in your romantic life, okay, in this lifetime. Just to be clear, I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up. They get to be married and then go have lots of affairs. Not quite. Some of you are like, darn it. Okay. And what God means also by the fact that only you can have this and only you will understand. If I'm saying this and you're hearing this and God's saying this, only you can understand this. It means that your life destiny, your life path in this lifetime was specifically designed for and around your love and your love affair in this lifetime. Okay. That's what it was designed for. That's what your heart, your soul is and was designed for in this lifetime. Okay. That is why if it seems to you right now, you're watching this, you're like, wow, how did I find this? It seems to you that your life revolves. Your life, in a way, revolves around your love and your love affair in this lifetime. It's because it does. And it's because it was meant to. Okay. It's because there was no other way, God is saying, in which you were or could be designed other than to have this love affair be right here in the middle, smack dab of your soul, of your heart, of your life, and have everything else revolve around that and also revolve because of that. Okay. And God is showing me, think of the interdependence, the intertwinement of the sun and the earth. Think of that type of connection, right? The sun would have nothing to shine its light upon if it didn't have the earth. At least it wouldn't have any, well, I don't know about this one. It's another channeling, but it wouldn't have any conscious life to shine its light upon if it didn't have the earth, and the earth wouldn't have any light if it didn't have the sun. Okay? So too is the connection between the sun and the earth, is the connection that you have with your love affair in this lifetime. For your entire life, this is the connection that you have with your love affair, is that it's integral as the earth itself is to the sun, or the sun itself is to the earth. And there's no getting around that. There's no avoiding that. There's no running away from that. There's no swimming to the other side of the earth to avoid the sun, because the sun comes all the way around the earth. It encapsulates the entire earth. At least it will at some point. So too, God is saying, so too were you watching, designed to be, to act, to be, and to exist. As the sun is to the earth and the earth to the sun, to you, to your love in this lifetime. Okay? There is no cutting it off. There is no changing partners. There is no running away, as we said. There is no shifting into another timeline. Some of you like that term because I just heard it. There's no shifting into another timeline. Okay? It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Okay? Now, some of you know exactly, as I say these words, you know precisely to a T who I'm talking about for you. You've already met this person. You know this person. You love this person. They are you and you are them. And some of you don't know, or you're unsure, you're uncertain, or for some of you, you haven't met them yet. Okay? And whatever position you're in, it's okay. Regardless of whatever position you're in, the words that I'm saying will resonate at a deep level if they are meant for you. If they're not meant for you, please turn off the video, right? If they don't resonate with you, you don't have to be here. But for those of you in any situation you're in, you might feel really deep down, oh, yeah, I'm part of that collective Brandon's talking to that God designed specifically love for in this lifetime, no matter what. And specifically for one person, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm just channeling
because I'm the sun and they're the earth. And I'm the earth and they're the sun.
And so is the morning star.
And if you don't feel that it's true for you, that's okay. Again, you're welcome to click off this video. And perhaps there's other videos you can go find on love or health or wealth that will resonate with you more. But this is for a very, very specific collective that God has intended to bring together on this planet for the collective consciousness of Earth and the universe itself to be risen, to be raised, to increase in its power, its amplitude, and its frequency. And God is showing me something very interesting. And this is going to get a little out there, so hang with me. I am a channeler, by the way. We go out there. That's our job. The Earth itself is like a beacon. Okay? It's like a beacon. All the planets are like beacons, right? I'm an astrologer as well, so that's another topic. But the Earth itself is like a beacon. The Earth in particular, they're saying, is a beacon even more so than other planets because of the people we live here. We all live here,
also,
right? So on top of the frequency of the planet, every single one of us as human beings have our own frequency that also joins into, right, the beacon, the frequency of the planet. And then here's the kicker, gets transmitted out to the universe. Okay? So it's important to realize, and I know we're way out there right now, but God has a point. Everything we do as a planet, everything we do as a species, everything we do as a human, as an individual, as a human being, it matters a lot because it joins in with the collective frequency that we as an Earth, okay, we as an Earth, we as a people with the Earth itself is transmitting out to everything else around us. Okay? And we're not going to get too into it in this video, but there's lots of other things around us, okay, that are affected, very much affected, and sometimes distorted by us, by our frequency. Okay? Show me a funny analogy. You know, like if you're in a room with a room full of people, let's say you go to a party or something, and you know, like there could be there's a bunch of people in the room, and maybe there's just one person, you can feel them in the corner, and they're just kind of skulking, and they got this really intense, heavy, just angry energy, right? They're like there's just this like kind of person. You could just feel them, even though if you're way across the room, you know, that person kind of affects the whole room. And likewise, if you have someone who's the life of the party, right? Obviously, we all had that experience where that person can just genuinely bring up the entire space. Well, Earth can kind of go either way sometimes, right? What they're saying is like Earth can either be the life of the party, depending on the stage that it's in, or it could be the sour, skulking person in the corner of the room that affects the rest of the people, right? But either way, we do have an effect on the rest of the universe, the rest of the planets, and the rest of the beings that exist in the universe with us and alongside of us. Okay? And part of God's plan, and this is brand new, but this is just being channeled right now. I've never heard this before, but part of God's plan is he wants to use the Earth itself to raise the frequency, not just for this planet, but for this universe, for the entire universe itself. He's going to use his plan is to use Earth as kind of like this, as just showing me like this glowing ball of light that is meant to go out and help and affect the frequency of other planets in this universe, okay, for whatever reason. And he's got his purposes, right? God's got his purposes, but there are definite purposes. Like there's an actual plan God has for this planet that he's implementing, not just for us, but for other planets and other frequencies and other people and beings as well. Okay, so it's for, when I say the greatest good, the highest good, right? This is more of what we mean, which is not just for the planets, but the planet being a beacon of light and frequency for other planets and other beings that exist alongside us in this universe, which are in many ways, as I've mentioned, dependent on the well-being also of this planet and the frequency that we put out as individuals. Okay. Now, all of that to say, this is all the context of the explanation behind why you're watching this reading and how it is relevant to you, is that God's plan, in order to do that, is to bring together people in the frequency of true love in order to help transmit that frequency of love outward to other planets, other beings, and to affect the rest of the entire universe, okay, in an extremely positive way. And it just so happens that Earth specifically Just this is crazy as I'm channeling, right? So I'm just like shocked a little bit. But Earth specifically, he's showing me is the planet of love.
Yes.
Like it is. It's not just a normal. They're saying it's not just a normal planet. It's a planet of love that is specifically designed. Like its amplitude or its frequency or its power is love.
Yes.
It is love specifically. And we all know, like we've all heard the term, like, oh, love is a superpower, like love is all that exists, et cetera, et cetera. But when it comes to this type of love, we mean the type of love that romantic connection facilitates, like true heart-based romantic connection and partnership facilitates and strengthens between human beings. We're talking about that love specifically, okay, to be very clear. Because some people might think, oh, you're talking about unconditional love. We all know that's the greatest force in the universe, right? But no, we're talking about the love of, like, as I said, your romantic affairs, your romantic partnership. So God's plan is to unite the earth in that frequency of love and utilize that power of love in order to affect every other being around us also that is connected to earth in many ways, because we're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone on this planet. We're not alone in this universe. We're not alone in many, many ways. Okay. And all of that's going to be revealed whenever it's meant to be revealed. But it's important just for right now, for all of us to know, and for you watching to know, that this is the main overall purpose for this channeling, and for, if you're watching this, your lifetime, is to help in that mission in love. And the reason we say that to you right now, dear viewer, if you're watching this, is because, you know, it might be easy for you for watching this to be like confused about what your purpose is. You know, you ever ask that question, like, what is my purpose? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be being? What am I supposed to do to make money, etc.? And the purpose, the real purpose, is that it's love. It's to unite with your person and to build an empire by their side. Because the frequency of you doing that itself, you see why we had to explain all that? The frequency of you doing that itself is what will change the world.
You are right.
You see, it's not what you're doing, right? It's not necessarily specifically what you're doing that is meant to change the world, although that's important. God is saying, don't forget, that's important. Your individual purpose, like what you're actually doing, like what I'm doing right now, speaking to the collective about love, like that's important for sure. But it's more important that I unite with my twin soul in this lifetime.
Yeah.
Right?
Twin flame.
That's more important. Because the frequency of that, for me in this lifetime, and for all of you watching as well, who will be familiar with that frequency, will change everything about the way that you interact with the world, the way that you see the world, the way that you bring your gifts to the world, and what you choose also to share and be within the world as well. Okay? And it's that frequency that you exist on that level, united in this lifetime with your person. Just existing in that frequency, again, is what God is really looking for. It's what he's really wanting. So if you feel in any way, shape, or form that your life is stuck, or your life is not moving forward, or you don't know your purpose in this lifetime, or you're not sure what you're meant to be doing, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Just ask the question, what am I meant to be doing to be the person I want to be? Okay? And also to attain and receive the love that I'm meant to have. Okay? The love that I'm meant to have, and then also to share in this world. Okay? Notice they said, have first, okay, the love I'm meant to have, and then share in this world. Okay? Because you can't share love in the world. You cannot share your love, which is your individual purpose and frequency. You cannot share your love if you don't have it first. If you don't receive it first.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to ask yourself, in terms of that, what is it that you really want? What is it you're really seeking? What is it you really, on a soul level, crave that nothing else can fulfill but that one thing? And then ask yourself, what do I need to do in order to be that, in order to receive that, so that I can share from that place all of what I have in my heart and my soul to give for the world? Knowing full well that as you do that, and as you share from that place in your heart, you are directly contributing to God's plan and God's purpose for this planet.
Yeah.
Of shifting the planet into the frequency of true love and transmitting that to everything else around us, using Earth as the beacon and the representation of what true love is.
Yeah.
And that is our planet's and our humanity's purpose in this lifetime. And that itself, mark our words, is going to transform everything else in this world around it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing else in this world more powerful that will change everything else around it.
But love.
Nothing else more powerful than that frequency of true love. Okay. Yeah. Love in relationship and partnership will change everything about every industry and every perspective and every law and every political rule that exists. It will be the new foundation from which we see the world.
Universal.
And it will also clear out.
Love.
Okay. Love will be the great clearer outer. Okay. It will clear out everything, all the stuff, all the baggage, all the rules, all the laws, all the industries, all the corruption, all the poison that we've flooded this earth with. Love, 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 love. Okay? That will be brought from the foundation of romantic love, that romantic love brings, and it will clear all of it out, because love is the one thing that clears our vision, clears our sight. Okay? That is why it's so important. Because when love comes in, everything else that we thought that was just not in the highest good, it was not meant for us, it was not best for us, right? Love comes in and it clears it out completely. And we have to let it go, and we have to regurgitate it and get it out, because love is a cleansing agent. That's what love does. True love does. Okay. So as it exists in us, right? The human beings that inhabit this earth, it will find its way then outward, out to every single city and industry and human-built thing that exists and shift it. Just as love does in relationships, it acts as that clearing agent. It forces us to see things that really weren't the best or for the highest good and get them out, to regurgitate them out. It will do the same thing in all of those industries, in all of our political offices, and all of our human creations here in the societies on this planet. Okay? So this is a message from God to you and your angels to you also, that love is the way. But it's not maybe the way that you thought it was going to be the way, as in, oh, love is the way. Just love everyone, love everything. No, love, literal, true love and relationship is the way forward. It's always been the way forward for you watching in this lifetime for you, okay? Who I'm talking to, it's always been the way forward for you. That's
You're
always been
talking
your
about the
guiding light.
helm.
It's always been the thing that has led you to the next step in your
Triple
mission to be, do, and create
fireball.
what you're here to do, be, and create for humanity. And there's a purpose for that, okay? Because you were meant to do it in partnership.
Yep.
You were meant to do it with them, by your side,
Aries and Libra.
no matter what. Okay? This is also a message that God wants to tell you that there is no other way. There's no other way.
No.
If you try to fight it, okay? If you try to fight it, it will only get more difficult
Yeah.
to find your way forward.
I know.
Okay? If you try to fight the direction that love itself has for you, generally speaking, it will only become more and more difficult to find your way forward. And you'll become lost along the way.
See Libra.
And you'll become confused along the way. as well. God is saying, if you are ever confused about your direction, your person, your relationship, your future, your destiny, it's all in your heart. It is all right here back in your heart. It's not in your mind. It's not in the other parts of your soul or even your stomach. It's in your heart.
Yes.
Okay? Your heart, generally speaking, knows the way forward for you at this time. And it knows how you can move forward at this time.
Born person.
And God is saying, again, there's no other way forward now but through the heart. There is no other way forward through the logical mind or through other parts of you. It's just through the heart. Okay? It's just for the heart. And that is exactly where God is guiding you right now. If you're watching this video and you are lost or you're confused right now, the time is now to take a deep breath, to come back to your heart, come back to your soul, and to say to yourself, I'm already one. I'm already one. I'm already one with my creator. I'm already one with my lover. I'm already one with my future. Okay, I don't need to worry. I don't need to stress. I don't need to fear anything. It's all right here. And all I have to do right now as a human being is access that power, access that portal, access that destiny, access that future. And the rest will happen spontaneously by itself.
Yes.
And God is saying, don't doubt or fear what is in your heart.
Yes.
Don't doubt this, or don't fear this. Okay, a lot of people watching this might doubt. A lot of people, generally speaking, right, myself included, we doubt our heart. We fear what's in our heart. We fear that future reality. Don't do that. Okay, let it be what it is, and follow it.
Benjamin.
Follow it wherever it guides you. Okay, to the moon and back, if that's where it so takes you.
And to the
But
star.
your heart already knows the way if you're watching
Venus.
this. And your heart's always going to know the way, and you can always depend. You can always depend
The
on your
morning
heart
star.
and your soul to lead your way forward, and to lead your way back to home within yourself. So what is that for you? What's your next steps? What's your next direction in life? What do you need to do? What do you need to be? What do you need to say? What do you need to create from your heart?
Create a
That
home
right there, whatever that
family.
answer is that you got, will show you the way. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this channel message on this beautiful Friday in 2026. I love you all. I appreciate you all for watching. Thanks so much for your patience as well, as I've done whatever necessary work I've needed to do to get ready for this particular reading. There will be an extended after this video if you want to go deeper with me, and you are in a love situation now, and you want clarity now about that person, about the situation, and God's specific messages about that person and what they're going through right now. So if you want to check that out, you can check out the link in the description box below for the extended to this particular message. But if this was enough for you, then great. I appreciate you. And do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this content, if you appreciate it, and if you want